Hello, everyone. My name is Shana, and I want to welcome you all to my beautiful cross stitch mess. Today is January 30th, January 30th of 2024, and as you can see, I am actually not quite in the right mind space to record, but because it has been a while, I thought that I'll record now because I don't know when I'll be able to come back to you guys. Usually I do a live update at the end, but because it's so prominent now in my head, I want to sell it, or I want to give you an update now. So if you don't want to listen to that, you can just skip right ahead to my actual message update. Um, where to start? Last Tuesday, our little girl, because if you're new here, you don't know, but I have two girls, one of 10 years old and one of 3 years old, and I have three cats. Usually two, but in the past I had two. Now there's three. I'll explain later. But now my youngest daughter, who is 3 years old, broke her leg last Tuesday in PE. Um, So I was already late with recording and I wanted to record later that day, but because she ended up um, at the emergency room and at the hospital, I wasn't in the right mind either, so I didn't get to film and stuff like that. So she broke her leg. She's now in a cast, and earlier we were um, at the hospital to do a checkup to see if everything was alright. And apparently, the actual fracture break um, is a bit more. How do you say that in English? It's not straight. It's not as straight as they want it to be. So uh, tomorrow morning, early in the morning, they will put her under with anesthesia to put on a cast as straight and as um, narrow as possible so that the break actually or the fracture can actually heal straight again. Then we have to wait for 3 weeks, and then two things can happen. Either the bone will set itself straight and everything will be fine once she's a bit older and she's growing, or the break will get more um, crooked, or I don't know how to explain it in English, but then they will have to operate. She'll have to have surgery, and they're going to put some metal in her to set the break again. So that's what has been going on. The week before that, so the week before last Tuesday, I was ill. I wanted to film then, but then I was ill, and with the fracture from my little girl, 3-year-old in a cast, it's not easy. Let's say it like that. For those of you who have been with me for a while now, know that I had a broken foot myself not that long ago. So yeah, it's been to say the least. Uh, I do struggle with mental health as well, and I am nearly at the end of my rope here. But because of her fracture, she's not able to go to school as well. So, and that usually goes to work. Uh, he's at home now, so he's taking care of her while I'm doing this. Um, but yeah, I'm a little bit. I could catch a break. Let me say it that way. Um, but a few friends already told us if it's needed that they want to babysit so that me and my partner can have a break. So, um, and I may ask one of them to do that actually, so that I can sleep a bit because she's actually behaving really good. Uh, yeah, like when she's awake and stuff. Um, During the day, that's what I wanted to say. she's actually behaving really good during the day. She's keeping herself busy. She sings, she plays with her doll. She's actually uh, pretty happy. But at night she has difficulty sleeping. And because my partner still works, he's a truck driver, so he has to get up early in the mornings and stuff. So because he's working, um, I am constantly busy with her 24 hours a day, and um, because when she's not sleeping, I am busy with her, comforting her and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been hard. Alright, so that's why I am filming as well in a different room. I am currently in my bedroom uh, because my partner and Clara, my daughter, they're downstairs. I didn't want to. I didn't want to lock them up upstairs, so I could film. So yeah, that's why we're here. Um, but there is some good news as well. Um, as I told you before, we went from 2 cats to 3 cats a few weeks ago. We adopted, so we already had two female cats, Missy and Alice, who make an appearance in almost all of my videos. And now we added Magnus, or Magnus if you want to say it in English. Um, he comes from a shelter, and um, his previous owner gave him up together with his siblings and his mother because they couldn't care for him anymore. Um, so yeah, he's 9 months old, and yeah, it's a kitten. It's still a kitten. Oh, you won't be able to see that. Hold on. That's Oak. I think it was Okie Stitcher who told me to do that. Thank you for that tip. I am lowering, yeah, lowering the light on my phone so you can see. So he's such a pretty baby. It's actually fun because he lets the children play with him as well, and they can pet him and stuff like that. And my two girls, they are not keen on kids, so yeah. Well, they're Missy comes for pets to Marika, to our oldest, but not to our little one. So yeah, it's been fun. But here's a picture of his beautiful eyes. So yeah, that's Mr. Magnus, as we call him. It's been fun having him around. He keeps us busy in a good way. So let's say that. All right, I think that was all I wanted to say on life updates, or maybe just on my foot. Everything is healing okay. Well, it is healed, but there is still a screw in my foot, and it hurts when I walk on that. But the doctors don't want to get it out just yet. Probably after the summer it will get out. So until then, just yeah, just keep myself busy and up and walking, and just fight through the pain. Good thing is I have a high tolerance for pain, so that's good. All right, now to the stitching. In this last week, because my little girl was in the cast, I didn't do much of stitching, but prior to that, I actually did get quite a lot done. So let's start with the first one. This is a project bag of Little Boat 88 on Etsy. It's with beautiful horses, and on the inside there are cowboy boots. I love this fabric. I wish she made a project back with the back with this with this fabric. In it, I keep my Fortune Owl by Soda Stitch. I keep my patterns in a binder, and I make a working copy of these, so that's why they're in a slider. I did change, like as you can see here, it says Fortune, but the pattern comes actually with different words, and I made it into Belief. As I started this one in 2020, when the first lockdown was called out, that's why I chose Belief instead of Fortune. You also have the word love and wealth. I thought there was wisdom as well, but I guess not. So yeah, it's by Soda Stitch, and I really like it. But it's time for me to finish him because he is a 2020 whip, so I really wish to finish it this year. I am striving for 2 finishes this year, this one and then the quilt maker, which you will see in just a bit. And if I can manage 2 finishes, I am allowed to start. I allow myself to do a new start. So this is where I'm at, and I solely worked on his wing, this wing. So that wing was already finished, and now I am currently working at this wing, and it is nearly done as well, as you can see. Excuse the cat hair. Do I want to say anything else about this whip? I am stitching this with Venus threads on 14 counts black Ada, 2 2/1 full cross. I don't think there's anything else I want to say about this whip. So that's that. Pretty. I actually was planning before my daughter's accident to work day one on either Fortune Owl or the quilt maker, and then another day on whatever web was calling to me, and then on day 3 again on one of the 2 I want to finish, and then day 4 another web that was calling me. But because my daughter is now in her cast, I am actually just stitching what is easiest for me. So it's either Fortune Owl, it has been Fortune Owl now the whole week, or like my sampler where I just have to work on with one color, just easy stitches for now. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. This is another project back from Little Boat 88. It's with pretty birds on the front, and the back is with butterflies. And here is my quilt maker, Violet and Red Lace. This is the other one I really want to finish, and I did quite some work on her as well. I am stitching this on 32 counts linen dyed by Action Design in the colorway light mocha. This is where she's at. I worked a lot in the dress of the woman and then in the quilt itself. And needle minder is from Agnes Little Miner's School. It's someone who makes all the pretty dragons and turtles, chameleons, and mandrakes from Harry Potter. She did some. I am using the code for DNC, but I changed some things. Like here is just white in her color. I did only white, but the pattern called for like this yellowy color. I think it was meant as a shadow, but I really didn't like it. So. And then I told you guys in my last video that I was planning on two new starts. One for New Year, new start, and one for my birthday, what was on the 4th of January. So that's what I did. I am showing the whips in no particular order, by the way, just as how they relate. But this is one of my new starts. It's in a lake house stitch coat bag, and I love this bag. This one is a new one. I got it when I just was within my cast a few months ago, and to cheer me up, I bought a project bag. The inside is just the same fabric, but it's got the vinyl front as well. So. And here I keep my Luca S new start in. This is called The Little Kitten by Luca S. And I've had it in my stash for a while, and I love the picture, but I didn't get to start it until now. She's a beauty, and she is so fun to stitch. So fun. I am stitching this with kit fabric and floss, and the kit comes with 16 count Ada. So if we're going to cross, and this needle minder is either from Luca S or Letty Stitch. It's a cute little fox. I can't remember, but I bought it at my local needlework store. So it's just, if you can see, I am just working in the upper left corner. Right. Yes? Right? In the door. But I think it's upper left corner. So, yeah. Just at the door here. So it's just some greens and blues. But I do like it. It's a pretty easy stitch, so although it's full coverage, for now it doesn't have a lot of confetti, so my bag is just a tad too small because there's so much thread here in my bag, but we're making it work. Then I also worked a bit on this one. This one is called Innocent Guardian, and it's from Dimensions Gold collection. I am doing this with the thread kit, but I did swap out the fabric for a 18 count Ada dyed by Ipsy Design in the colorway Metal Feet. Let me check what is down, but there you go. All that brown here is new. It's just the middle of her dress. I usually don't start in the middle because there's not a straight edge on this one. I did start in the middle. So, and with all that gold thread, I really don't like the gold thread to work with, but it does give a pretty effect. So that's why I'm sticking by it, but I'm not working on it as much as I would like to. Oh well, one day everything. I also worked on my sampler. It's called Cat Sampler Clovis by Kurami Design. This bag comes from a local needlework store where they make their own bags. So it's for those who live in Belgium. It's called Scharenhuis in Ghent. So go check out their website if you. Uh, this is what it will look like finished. Cats, 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 and more cats. So yeah, but I really do like very pretty. I am stitching this on a 30 count Belfast linen dyed by Extra Design as well, in the colorway Autumn Marbled Gold. And I got this needle minder from True North Minders on Facebook, and I am stitching it with Weeks Dye Works. The letters I am stitching in Swiss chocolate, and the cats and the borders. No, the letters and the borders are in Swiss chocolate, and the cats are in chestnut. That was it. And actually, all I did was the V on here. My lighting here is terrible. I am so sorry, you guys. This is much more pretty in real life than it is on screen. Like, the fabric is like this beautiful, warm yellow. But as I said, the lighting here is terrible. But working or what we got. We're working with things. It's like some sort of saying in Dutch and doesn't translate well to English. I keep my Rose of Sharon by Mirabilia. If you have been with me for a while, you know I lost my original pattern. Thank God I always make a working copy of this. But I still haven't found it yet. And truth to be told, I haven't looked for it in a while now because everything that has been going on. I am also doing a conversion. The original is the yellow dress and the blue ruffles, and I am doing it in pinks and purples. And I found this conversion on Facebook. And I'm stitching this also on 32 count linen, dyed by Etchu Design in the colorway Light Driftwood. And it just has that tad of purpley gray in it, and it's beautiful. All this purple is new, but not that one. That purple, and then this green, and then this whole thing here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And then last but not the least, I have my other new start. And it is Ladybird Fairy by Jill Elliott. I got it from a cross stitch magazine. I bought a whole lot of cross stitch magazines, but it doesn't really say. It's from cross stitch collection, but it doesn't really say which magazine. But as you can see, it is beautiful, and you can buy this just as a pattern, like on 1, 2, 3 stitch and stuff like that. So Casa Nina has it too. So yeah, and this is not my usual chart that I fall in love with because it's not my usual colors. It's not my usual design. It has a lot of green and yellow, but somehow I just fell for this pattern the moment I got it. I wanted to start it, so I waited until my birthday but I did start it quite fast after getting it. I am not, like, as you can see here, she is surrounded by bees and ladybirds, but I am not doing all this around her because I really don't like it. I am doing all the ladybirds on the flowers, and like there's one here, I think on her dress as well. Yeah, like here. I am doing those, but I like this one. I am not doing all things surrounding her because I don't think it adds much to the chart. This bag I just got from the thrift store, and I really like to go thrifting, and I thought it was a very cute bag. And I think I paid like 75 cents for it or something like that. So it's not really a budget bag in the original sense. I think it would be more suitable for a yarn project like knitting or crocheting, but we're making it work because I like it so much. I am stitching this on 28 count linen by Swiddle in the colorway Fairy Lights. It's one of those printed fabrics, like this is the back and this is the front, and it has beautiful purples and greens and yellows, and this lighting is terrible. Again, I'm very sorry. But yeah, and this is where I'm at. I just did a lot of flowers and greenery on the bottom, and here you can see her foot coming in. So I really do like it. And it's actually a pretty easy fabric to stitch on. So if you're able to buy some Swiddle fabrics, I really do recommend them because I really like the fabrics. I haven't tried Ada yet, so I cannot say stuff about about their Adas, but I really do like them. So that was it for my updates on my whips. I do have a teeny tiny bit of haul as well. The first one, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it is a full coverage. I bought it off Etsy. It's by, I think, Stitch for All or something like that. I don't know for sure, but it's an AI picture that she charted as a cross stitch pattern. Hold on. It's by Cross Stitch for Everyone. Yes, something like that. And I do really like the image. Let me show you. Right, so there we go. I really do like the image. It's like a calico cat in a leaf. But when I look at the mock-up, there is like a few areas where I'm thinking, yeah. And I don't know if it's just this chart or if she has a lot of problems with this, but as you can see in the color of the cat, there's this one area where it's just all gray, and it really doesn't give the same vibe as the original picture. And I do know, like, it's cross stitch and you cannot have 100% the same image, but I really just don't like the color of the color of the cat. So I don't know if I am going to stitch this or not, or like here in the paw it's just white and gray, and I don't know. I'm doubting. But I just bought one chart from her. As I said, I do feel like she's getting quite popular on Facebook. I don't want to blame or I don't want to say that all of her charts are bad. It's just my view is that this chart disappointed me. It's my personal opinion, and as I said, I don't want to make a bad commercial or anything, or I don't want to hate on her. Like, hate does have a lot of patterns as well, heaven and earth designs, and some I really like, some I really do like, and I want to stitch them and stuff like that. But with some, when I look at a mock-up, especially on backgrounds and stuff like that, I really think like, those details aren't coming off like they should. So, as I said, it's just that particular chart for me. Like with everything. Maybe I'm just too picky. I don't know. But then I have one other piece of haul. I needed to get another color for the quilt maker because I ran out of, I think it was DNC 3750 or something like that. 3771. Not that it matters for you guys, but I just want to be sure. Yeah, it was 3750. 3750. And when I walked into my local needlework store, I have like three. I have one about 5 minutes away from me by car, one half an hour away, and like one 45 minutes by car. So I know I'm really lucky compared to some of you guys who are in the US or the UK even. So yeah, I'm a very lucky girl. So I went to buy that color, and then the last few times, every time I went into my local needlework store, I had to check if they still had that kit, the one that I currently have in my hands, and like it was like the fourth time now, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy it. And it's called Romeo and Juliet by Mareshka. So, and just look at how handsome these two look. I just love them. Love them, love them, love them. So, yeah. Um, I just want to share one more thing with you guys. But I need to grab something from for that. Just 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm back. Oh, I for my new starts, I had way too much stress picking something that I wanted to start. And that's why I made these. One for patterns and one for kits. And they're just little notes with every pattern I want to do and every kit I have, almost. There are a few exceptions I'll explain later. And whenever I am ready to start a new pattern or a new kit, depending on what my mood is, I am going to pick something from either one of those bags. If some pattern or kit really calls to me, then I won't pick. Then I just will get the one out and start it and stuff like that. This is purely when I'm really stressing myself out on what to start next. So I got the idea basically from Laura from I Stitch Birds. She did something similar with all of her Etsy patterns, and also a bit from Alira. I love her floss tubes, like both of them. I really, really do. So please check them out. If you want to, Alira, I think is spelled Allaira. I think so. Um, she is. Was it Alira? You are currently having 125-ish whips, and you're starting 250-ish this year, something like that. She's crazy. But I really do like her Flosstube. She explains everything in her whip parade and new start parade, so go check that out. But she picked numbers on how much stitches each whip and each new start was getting. And as I said, Laura from I Stitch Birds had done something similar with her Etsy patterns. So whenever I would like to do a new start, I would just pick from this bag and I would start for now. For example, this is just for example, I'm not planning a new start or anything. The Celebrate Spring Sampler from Cross Stitch Gold number 20. I actually remember what this is, so I really like that. My hates patterns are in here as well. And I am allowing myself, if I pick a pattern I really don't want to start for various reasons, I can pick another one. If that is also one I don't want to work on or want to start, then I have to choose between those two. But the exception is for Heaven and Earth design patterns, because I have to be in a specific state of mind to start a hate. And starting hate here, especially here in Europe, can be quite expensive if you don't have a master set of DMC, which I don't have yet. So that's why I am telling, or why I am saying, like, I won't start hates if I'm not in the right headspace. So if I pick 2 hates, by coincidence, I can pick 2 more. So yeah, that's that. As I said, not all of my kits are in here, and not all of my patterns are in there as well, because, like, if you watched my whip parade, you know I have Enchanting Geisha on the Go by Dimensions Gold collection, and I do have a Japanese Maiden as well in my stash, but I told you guys before that I really want to finish Enchanting Geisha first before starting Japanese Maiden. Same goes for a sampler I have in my collection. It's called Fighting My Demons, and it's from Clora Me Designs, and I really want to finish my cat sampler first before I start that one. So those exceptions I do have. I didn't put them yet in my bags. So yeah, we'll see when we are starting that. So I guess that was everything for now. If you heard someone screaming, that was my my little girl. She has quite the voice, so if her dad simply told her no, she will scream. So I'm sorry for that. Also, again, sorry for the bad lighting. It was kind of an extreme measure to film here. Hopefully next time we'll see each other, I will be in my usual spots in the sofa again. If you have any questions, comments, stuff like that, please let me know. Put them in the comment section below. I love to have interaction with you guys, so everything is welcome. If you like my video, please like and subscribe, because I kind of want to do a giveaway, but I want to do it in celebration of something. So I told myself, and now I'm telling you guys, when I reach 250 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. So please, if you liked my video, tell all your friends, tell your family, everyone you know to subscribe, because you would help me a lot with that. Maybe this one wasn't one of my best videos. I'm sorry for that, but as I said in the beginning of the video, things and life has been hard. Which is why I am not planning when I will do my next video. Usually it's around the 15th. That will be too soon anyway now, because now we're the 30th already. So I'm hoping I can film around the 1st of March then. But we'll see. We'll see if I have made enough progress as well, because I don't want to show you just one or two whips. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds. As for now, I'm not planning anything anymore, because we're kind of living day by day with the cast from My Little Girl. So I guess that was everything. I wish you all a good day. I really hope 2024 is treating you kindly, started well for you guys, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.